Hey guys, Brian Brown here again. We want to talk to you today about defeat. Um, a lot of times in life, we we succumb to defeat, and I'm not sure why that is. I think it's different for everybody, but ask yourself if you know the definition of defeat as it applies to you personally. I hope you don't. I hope that defeat is not even in your vocabulary. 'Cause yesterday, on the video that I posted yesterday, it was about being tenacious, the subtle art of tenacity, I call it. And everybody needs tenacity. But the problem is we sometimes give in to defeat and we lose that tenacity. I'm reminded of the uh, the movie Star Wars, where Luke Skywalker has been sent to Dagobah to receive instruction from Yoda about how to become a Jedi. It's been revealed in him that he is a Jedi, yet he, because of the definitions that he's allowed to flood his brain of who he was up until that point, he couldn't see himself as a Jedi. Remember the scene when they're standing there in the swamp, and his X-wing fighter had landed literally in the swamp, and it was sinking. And Yoda instructs him. He says, "Lift that out of there. You can do that with your mind." And Luke says, "Well, okay, I'll try." And Yoda puts his head down, kind of shakes his head and sighs, and he says, "There is no try, there's only do." I think when it comes to defeat, when it comes to saying enough is enough, defeat is not in my vocabulary. I'm never going to give up. I'm going to be tenacious. I don't see this person in me yet that everyone else sees, this destiny that's in me, if you will. I don't see that, but I'm going to step out on faith here and believe that that's who I'm supposed to be. And I'm going to tell myself that that's who I'm going to be. And I'm going to keep telling myself that until it becomes reality. In fact, I would say that you need to get to the point where you do that enough that the next time you decide to do something, as far-fetched as it may be, that you've already made it up in your mind that it's done. For me, being, a 7 and 8 figure earner, in my mind, it's already done. Right now, I'm only a 6-figure earner. But in my mind, 7 and 8 figures is just one more zero. And it's already done. I am just waiting on time. I'm waiting on circumstances to catch up to the reality that I've created in my mind. And that reality has come through, a lot of personal self-work. That reality has come through a lot of goal setting and what I call dream casting in the mind. The mind is powerful. You're only limited by what your mind limits you to. In my mind, possibilities are limitless. So if I set my mind to become an 8-figure per year earner, that will happen. Now, I don't know when that'll happen. Time really is not relevant to me. I don't care when it happens. I'm a fairly impatient person. I would love for it to happen tomorrow, but reality is if I started making 8 figures tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to handle it because my journey had not occurred. The lessons that I needed to learn in order to be able to handle an 8-figure per year salary was not there. I've had this conversation with one of my adult daughters who's now a health professional herself. And she comes out of school and she was like, God, I'm not making as much money as I thought I was. And I'm saying, oh my God, kiddo, you're making, 60% more money than the people that you graduated high school with. And roughly 50% of those people don't even have jobs. And I said, you have a job and you're making money and you are setting yourself up for this huge successful path over the course of your life, whether you stay in healthcare or don't, whether you change paths, whether you become a digital entrepreneur, whatever you want to do. I mean, you've set yourself up for huge success because you're teaching yourself lessons now that are teaching you how to be a 5-figure per year, a high 5-figure per year earner, and a 6-figure per year earner if she so chooses to put in the hours. I mean, all she has to do is increase her hours and she's got that. So, we need to learn those lessons along the way. I think any millionaire or billionaire would tell you that you need to learn the baby steps before you can handle the mountain climbing. You look at climbing Mount Everest. It roughly takes 6 weeks for a person to summit Mount Everest. The reason is because it's acclimation. You go from base camp 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 and then summit. And it takes weeks in between those base camps in order to summit that mountain. And then when you're at the last base camp, you'll spend weeks there hiking part of the way and coming back down. The next day you'll hike a little bit further and then come back down. And then once you've done that a few times just to acclimate, then you wait for the perfect weather conditions. And what I'm saying is, don't accept defeat. Don't even let it be in your vocabulary. And allow yourself to enjoy the journey. The journey is there for a reason. The journey is there to allow you to enjoy the success that you're going to have one of these days. The success that's already done, it's there. It's a prize ready for the taking. It's just waiting for the right person to come along and grab it. And that person has to have gone through the right lessons, the right stumbles and falls, the right skinned knees and elbows, the right black eyes even, in order to appreciate and enjoy enjoy that goal, that reward. So I hope this was helpful to you today. I know these are serious topics, but hey, they're life topics that can make or break you. And it's all about this right here. So let's get our minds straight, and everything else is going to fall into line. I promise you that. I'm a living example of that. One of these days, I'm going to tell you a story about a health crisis that I had that almost killed me, and how that changed my life. How that was a wake-up call for me. And but maybe I'll incorporate that in a video soon. But anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm really enjoying reaching out to you guys in this community. Would love some feedback in the comments section below, just to know that, hey, this is resonating with me, Brian, or no, this is not resonating with me, or hey, I'd like to hear more about that, or I'd like to hear more about this collateral topic. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Bye.